Okay, so the interview which I'm taking right now is of Tanvir. He's already working person. Just now, before a month, he got selected into some of the organization. We'll be elaborating in this interview about core Java, then advanced Java, and company life, like how the work is. We'll not go in depth like which project and all, but how company uh, performing a work, how they are assigning, and how what are the expectations from the fresher by the company. All these things will be getting elaborated in this interview, and all audiences, those who are always seeing, always watching our channel, always watching our videos, will be more than happy to see such a person who is already working and who's interacting with me. But he's just a fresher. Just 1 month back he got placed in some organization. So let's start without wasting much time. Welcome, Tanvir.
Welcome, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, so I want to know about yourself. I have your resume. Still, I want to know about yourself more and more. Like,
yes,
what is your background, and then your project and everything.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Tanvir. I'm graduated from Pune University in 2022. Along with that, I had done the certified ION Young Professional Soft Communication course organized by TCS in 2022. After that, I got realized and I developed interest in coding. And I have recently completed the certification course in Java from the Kiran Academy. I'm skilled in JDBC, structure of the JDBC, Hibernate, structure of the Hibernate, Spring Boot MVC. Recently, I have prepared one project. The project is totally based on the British Airways, that is airline reservation system. In that project, user is able to book the economy, standard, business class tickets, and according to tickets, user can able to make the payments of that tickets, and other cosmetic changes like user can see the live map, live radar system. And according to that, one thing I should to emphasize this, I prepared super admin panel that user's activity is detected by the super admin. That is front end. And coming to my strength, my greatest strength is my communication. My ability to connect with people is awesome. Actually, this is. And coming to the concepts like core Java, that I mentioned it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got to know about yourself, and it was very detailed description about yourself, and I got to know your strength that
Yes.
you're good in connecting and people. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you might have many friends, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In your social life, a lot of friends you might have connected.
Yes, sir. Actually, not in the LinkedIn, but social life, like
Yeah, social
circle.
life.
Yes.
So you connect with people easily, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so as I already said in introduction, you are already working in some organization.
Yes.
And you're 2022 pass out, right?
Pass out. Yes.
Great. Okay, so let me start with core Java, and then we'll start discussing things. Okay.
Okay.
And your journey and everything will be taking in this
Yes.
interview.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah. So how much you rate yourself in core Java? In the scale of 0 to 10, 10 is highest and 0 is lowest.
Okay. Somehow about 7 or 7.5.
7.5.
Yes.
Why?
Actually, there are concepts in the core Java, but I didn't take time for the core Java. I directly jumped to the advanced Java, and I'm working on the Spring Boot now.
So you didn't learn core
yes,
Java?
I know I learned core Java, but
more focused on
yes,
the advanced Java.
Advanced Java, yes.
Great. Okay. So that's why you wrote yourself for you rated yourself as 7.5, right? That's core
yes.
Java. Okay. How much you rate yourself in Hibernate?
Hibernate
0 to 10, 10 is highest.
Actually 7.5.
Again 7.5.
Yes.
Spring Boot
8.
8. Okay. So you know how to create APIs and all, right?
Yes, APIs.
Great. So we'll take some questions from core Java.
Yes.
In most of the interviews, I ask many things of core Java. So people can check those videos also to see questions on the core Java. So we'll focus more on advanced Java. Okay.
Okay.
So first to know, like, explain 𝐒𝐴𝐵's concept in Java.
Okay. 𝐒𝐴𝐵's concept, basically there are 4 pillars of 𝐒𝐴𝐵's concept and includes 6. That is class, object, encapsulation, polymorphism, abstraction, and inheritance. Actually, coming to the encapsulation is the first pillar of 𝐒𝐴𝐵's. The main object encapsulation means encapsulation hiding not encapsulation is actually
It's a binding of data.
yes. Encapsulation is the binding of related data. The main objective of encapsulation is data security, And the best practice to do encapsulation is making global variable as private and accessing that global variables via public methods, via getter setter methods. And the best real-time example of the encapsulation is that we can hide our we can make private our ATM pin. So that's the encapsulation. And coming further, that to inheritance. Inheritance means when subclass acquires properties and behavior of the superclass via extends keyword. That is known as inheritance. There are many types of inheritance, like single inheritance, single or simple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical, and hybrid inheritance. Actually, should I explain that?
No, yes. Not in detail. Okay, go ahead with the next pillar of pillar of
oops. Actually, coming to the abstraction. Abstraction means hiding unnecessary things and showing only required things. That is the abstraction. And the main objective of the abstraction is data hiding. And there are two types of abstraction, that is abstract class and other is interface. And the real-time example of the abstraction is like we can consider AC as a abstraction, that all the internal parameters of the AC is unknown to us, that we can only see with your eyes is AC outer structure and only one switch button. That is the abstraction. And coming further to polymorphism. Polymorphism is performing same task by using different forms, or there are two types of polymorphism, like compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Or compile time polymorphism includes method overloading, runtime polymorphism includes method overriding. There are some rules in method overloading.
Perfect. So I understand that oops, and it was so detailed and really good. Okay, coming back again to core Java, one more question I want to ask. What's the use of collection framework?
Actually, collection is a framework which is used to store the object type of data. That's the use of the collection framework. There are some in the interfaces and classes, that is list map, list set, and other inside the list there are some classes, that is array list, vector, and linked list.
Okay, so can you relate now how this collection framework is used in Hibernate? How this collection framework is used in Spring Boot? So firstly, you explain me in Hibernate where you have used collection framework.
Sir, actually, for retrieving the data for the front end, I used list over there, list and array list in the Spring MVC. That is the I have only used that array list list. So for in the Spring Boot in the MVC project.
No, I'm asking about Hibernate. In Hibernate, where you see collection framework usage?
Hibernate. Actually, in the
any inbuilt method or which any inbuilt feature which returns and collection.
Hibernate actually
like criteria.
I use that criteria, but
okay, no problem. In Spring Boot, where you have seen collection framework?
For that one method is there that for if you want to display something on the front end in the list format. So I use that collection list interface over there in the Spring Boot MVC.
List of employees and something.
Yes, list of employees, list of any students.
Okay.
Yes, or any laborers. But currently we are displaying the list of the employees of the Mahanath Garment projects.
Okay, so that is your project of your company. I don't want you to disclose that names and all because that might be a confidential in organization. But that's okay. So you are returning a list of employees.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. What is difference between list and set?
Actually, there are difference between the list and the set, but the common difference is that I will elaborate that list is interface, set is an interface. But considering the list, there are three classes, and the properties are list allows duplicate entries. Okay, index is present over in the list, and here in the set doesn't allow the duplicate entry.
Perfect.
And in the index is not present in the.
I understood. See, what happens now? Whenever any question is asked, interviewer is always waiting for that crisp, that important point, and that is what you nailed down. Like in a release, duplicates are allowed, and in hash set it is not allowed. So that's what the basic difference actually. Okay, so that's great. In Spring Boot, which are the which annotations
actually, for inserting the data into the database, I used post mapping annotation. For updating the data into the database, I used put mapping annotation. for deleting the data via ID. I used delete mapping annotations. I used that auto-wired annotation for creating the objects like service DAO. I go with a service DAO and controller flow, and except that one annotation post port.
What is at auto-wire annotation?
Actually, to create the object of the that service. If we write logic in this server DAO class, and in this service that we make auto-wired annotation of the that DAO class particular entity for creating that object. We used
at repository annotation.
Yes, that annotation is used at the top of that DAO class.
DAO class.
DAO
Okay.
class.
And at service annotation.
We use that annotation at the top of the service class.
Okay. Okay. What is the difference between at controller and at rest controller?
At controller, actually, I used rest controller and controller for the backend purpose. At the rest controller, I used for checking the.
So you are not used at controller. You are saying
no.
Okay. So at controller is used for MVC application.
MVC.
Okay. Now you are using front end as Angular, right?
Angular, yes.
But other team is working on it.
Angular, there is a team for front end Angular, and we are the backend.
Okay, so how the structure is? Like one team is for backend and one team is for front end. You are saying?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and for database?
There is a single guy that is managing database of MySQL.
Okay. So your project is in MySQL. So you know database also.
MySQL.
So what is DDL?
Data definition language, and there is alter, and there is another one that is DML, concept data manipulation language. In that DML, that is insert, update, delete, and select queries. I use that queries in the JDBC, and I can able to insert the data.
What is difference between JDBC and Hibernate?
Actually, JDBC is a technology and Hibernate is a framework. JDBC, we can say that Hibernate is an advanced version of JDBC, but in JDBC that we have to manually create the table in the MySQL or database. Hibernate automatically creates the table. In JDBC, we have to manually put the exception in the source code. In Hibernate, there is no manually exception we have to put. That is the basic difference. There are some differences like Hibernate provides inbuilt methods, that is say, update, delete. Such types of methods are provided in Hibernate.
Good.
For developing purpose or that achieving that speed for the termination of the particular project, Hibernate is easy other than JDBC. But JDBC includes that via prepared statement. I stored image in binary format in database.
Blob.
So
have you ever tried that thing?
Yes, I tried, sir. I have that code.
In your organization, you tried?
Yes, in my organization.
Yeah. So in academics, people are not using that much, like saving up files and all. But in industry, most of the time that is required.
Yes.
You know JDBC? You know steps of JDBC to perform an insert operation or something?
Yes, I can elaborate the JDBC.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, while performing JDBC, we have to load the jar file to our project. This is the basic mandatory step for the performance of the JDBC project. After that, we have to load driver. There is one statement that is com.mysql.jdbc.driver. After that, why to load this driver? That driver is a class and which is present in that jar file. For accessing that properties of the jar file, we have to load the driver in our source code. After that, loading the driver, we have to go for the get connection method. Get connection method is a method of the driver manager and which has return type connection. And get connection method has input parameters like localhost, port number, our username and password of the database, particular things. So after these two mandatory actions, we go further for if you want to insert data into database, we have to manage that statement, create statement method. We have to initialize that create.
Great. So I understood what you want to say, and you conveyed your message so nicely, and I'm really happy with it that you know things, because you already got placement, you already got placed, and you already cracked an interview. So, but I see that you graduated from Pune University, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Great. And it is your aggregate percentage in engineering is 81, more than 81, right?
Yes, 81.
So, so you was a clever guy in your classroom.
Yes, somehow clever and punctual as well, and disciplined guy.
Okay.
Yes, punctuality.
So you had a branch That is civil.
In the civil, yes, civil.
But how you decided to go into IT? Because your
Actually,
branch is civil,
yes.
and you have such a huge percentage in academics. So you might be expert at that time of academics in the civil subjects.
Yes.
Because you have good percentage. Okay,
Yes,
punctual, as you said, prompt. I can see that because
yes.
you learned at
Yeah.
our institute, so I know things better.
Yes.
So what made you to go into IT? Because you have B civil.
Yes.
So most of the people want to go into real estate because
Yes,
there is
real
also
estate.
some future. Okay.
Yes, real estate.
So I don't want to ask you difference between non-IT and IT, but I
Yes.
want what made you to go into IT.
Okay. Actually, sir, my graduation is BE Civil, and I'm working as a project head in one organization. In that organization, I developed that organization via that punctualness discipline of the other engineers. I prepared that Google Sheet and all. But somehow I realized that I want to work with a big team. I want to handle the big team, or I want to that I want to develop my productivity with a big team. I'm losing that. I'm limiting myself.
When you was into civil company, so you worked in that company also.
Yes, I work on that company also.
Okay.
From there, I achieved that punctuality, discipline, productivity.
So after that, working in civil, then you joined classes, and then you went into the IT company.
Yes.
That is what your journey in short.
Yes.
Okay. So can you explain me like what made you to go into IT? I'm not saying big team, because in civil also you can get a big team, right?
Yes.
But why you choose IT?
Actually, there is one my brother named Atul, and actually he recommended me, and I was suffering in the civil that these looseness, that limits over there in the civil. So I decided to shift, that I want to expand. Basically, I want to expand myself. I want to elaborate myself. I want to achieve that dice, a big dice. So in the civil, in that organization, I'm limiting myself. So I decided to shift to the MNC company or any other company. In that company, I will able to that.
Yeah, but still, I'm not getting a point. What made you to go into IT? Not asking about a big team, big company, or something. IT, that is information technology, because civil is very different and this IT is very different, right?
Actually, sir, one thing is there.
Is that a money? Because
no,
in civil, you might not have seen that futuristic scope for the money earning, but in IT, it is a huge scope that you saw. Is that a real thing? Because
no,
that is what the reason most of the people adopting for IT.
No, sir.
And it is nothing wrong to say that, because everybody needs money. That's it.
Yes. So, actually, somehow we can say that that money is important to us.
Yes.
I love money. Completely I love money. But that it's not the reason that in the civil there are a real sector, and my family belongs to the real sector. But at a particular instance, on the 23rd November 2022, I realized asset. What asset I have from with me? That is my asset is that communication. That my asset is I have one laptop. My asset is I already developed somehow skills from that organization. So my basically my that vision is to work with a big team. So after the realization of my asset, I shift to the.
So you wanted to use your communication and your IT skills, might be your awareness about the laptop and all, right?
Yes.
So you wanted to use, and you thought that if you would have been remained in the civil, so that would have been limiting yourself.
Yes.
So you migrated to this. Not a problem, and it's really good because many audiences seeing it, and they also into non-IT. I'm receiving a lot of calls actually. My team is receiving. They are from different backgrounds like civil, mechanical, and many branches, electrical. Sometimes they are just thinking. They are not taking step to go into this. They're just thinking whether I'll be going into it or not. Some people are earning 5,000, 6,000. I'm not commenting on earning. And they're just crying like, sir, I'm getting this much only. What would be my future and all? I tell them like, you can go into IT, join some institute, some sort of good institute. I'm not saying join me or something, but still they are just working, keep working, and they are not getting time to.
They are not realizing that the main asset they have.
Yes. You're way perfect. They're not realizing what asset they have. So you left the job and then you joined the classes, or side by side you did that?
Actually, I left job.
That's a great thing.
I left job. I completely focused 2 months on how the Java works, or what is that IT sector. That I for that 2 months I very much trained myself that I wake up early in the morning. That 5:30 a.m. was my alarm in the morning, and that whole schedule. Yes, it is. And,
So what would be your message? Those who might be in a who might be from the civil background, they are good. They are good only. I don't want to bring them into IT. But what would be your message to the people, those who want to go into IT but got stuck into non-IT field just because they didn't get guidance at the time of graduation,
yes,
and they just got placed from the college, and now they are all in the same field? What would be your message for them to get into the IT?
Actually, my
That
message.
is straight message to the people.
Yes, my message is expand yourself. This is the most common message, or this is the highest message. That is expanding yourself, or not limiting yourself in that particular organization, and keep track of your asset. What asset you have? That is the second. And if you track your asset, if you able to manage your asset, you will become highly responsible, highly expert. And if you become highly expert, your visibility increases. Your visibility increases in a particular organization. That the main thing is to expand yourself, to change a goal or a target. And target is the basic thing, sir. Actually, I target. And actually surviving with that target in a particular day hints our or triggers our reptilian brain to I want to achieve that target. I want to achieve that. And one thing I practice that the target should be written on the page. So
you wrote your target on
yes,
page.
I wrote my target on the page, on the white page. So my reptilian brain automatically triggers that you should to complete that. You should to complete that.
So you do research as well.
Yes,
you understand psychology also.
I guess actually Dr. 𝐜𝐴𝐺𝐻.
What?
I trained myself in the under the guidance.
In the under guidance of some psychiatrist. Okay, that's great. Yes. But everybody cannot afford that, might be. But my suggestion also will be there for many people, those who are struggling, those who are into non-IT, to go into the IT. You don't need to do anything. Just what he said. Write your target on the paper. Read it 100 times in a day. Recall it. Think why I cannot do that.
Yes.
What would be the solution to do that? What guidance you need to do that? Just think around the target.
Yes.
Automatically your brain will start giving you hints. Automatically you will start following the things. One basic advice I also want to give in this interview, that right now what age you have, you are very young, so you can take risks. You don't have much responsibilities.
Yes.
So this is time to do research, to do trial and error things. If you want to go into other field, just move, leave the job. If you have good package, good salary, handsome salary, nobody is mad that he is going to leave a job. But if you have some limited money into your hands and you are frustrated with your job, just quit and go into the field which you want. You can do it. So let's come back to the interview. I really liked your journey.
Yes.
Yeah. So in your organization, you're working on HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, right?
Yes, I have the basic knowledge of these files. But our front end team is different, and they are working in that profession. And actually, I'm working on the Spring Boot.
Okay.
Backend team.
Correct. So one more thing I want to ask, like, how you were studying when you was teaching at our place, the Kiran Academy. So how you was your structure, or how was your schedule to study? That
Yes.
I want to know. And indirectly, that is I want to know directly, but indirectly our audiences want to know that.
Yes, actually, I joined the core batch of the Pradeep sir on the 23rd November 2020.
So you remember date also?
Yes, I remember date also.
So that's great.
23rd November 2022. The first 1 week was the introduction and all the basic knowledge and the installation. The Pradeep sir is great in the installation purpose and guidance purpose, that why to join Java or why to learn Java. After that, I trained myself. I scheduled the day. That is, my batch is was at 8:30 a.m. in the morning, 2 hours batch, and after that, half hour or 1 hour, I used to conduct, or I used to for my colleagues, or in front of my colleagues, I used to deliver one topic in front of them. And
colleague means those who are learning with you.
Yes, yes, those who are learning with me. That batch number is 463. That colleagues, and I used to deliver some topics of the core collections, so that I enhance the talking ability in front of the audience. So that I done, and I forced to my colleagues that you should to do that. This is the batch 463 report. You should to check the camera of that particular batch 463 Pradeep sir. After that, all the daily routine was there. After completing the class, I go to home. I studied. I take power nap also. After power nap also, and after that, revision was there per particular day. What topic sir delivered to us? I write down that topic, so I memorize that topic very easily. So after that, I trained my English under the guidance of Shivani ma'am. So he trained me very well. Actually, no doubt, he trained me very well. I acquired some things from that ma'am.
So you started doing English communication and all, then revision, notes, and many more
Notes
things.
and many more. But the emphasizing point is the 463 batch morning 8:30, that recording that I used to do in the
So
class.
you used to get recording and you used to see that recording multiple times and preparing notes for yourself, right?
Recordings means that I used to deliver that topics that made me
To prepare
capable,
things.
prepare and capable to deliver that things and to
Okay, so
understand that.
how was this interview journey actually? Means your interview is done, so might be first, second, third round might be there, right?
Yes,
Some
yes,
rounds. Was
yes.
there any rounds or not?
Actually, after the completion of my advanced Java, I directly go to the company that, and I directly emphasized one point that my name is Tanvir and I'm the student of the Kiran Academy, and I'm proud of my academy. So at that point, the founder of the company that realized that he's something different. That he's what
He has different guts.
emphasizing that I'm the student of the Kiran Academy. So this particular point made me that to insert in that job. And after that, they assigned me one task that you should to prepare one PPT. In that PPT, there were 4 modules.
So before selection, they assigned some task to you, right?
Yes, almost the selection was end.
But I understand. But before finalizing an offer, they assigned some task to you.
Yes, assigned.
Yeah, this is good to good for new learners. Actually, they should understand now. No company wants to take risk. Everybody wants to assign some task before, and then they want to see whether you execute it, whether you deliver it or not, and then only they are going to select you.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. So going forward, I want to ask you one more thing. Are you using Maven in your project?
Yes, Maven project I used. Yes.
So what is the use of Maven?
Actually, for the Spring Boot purpose, or for the collaboration of JSP pages, that to achieve or to connect with the database, that project is essential for us. I download Maven project from the Spring initializer, that I put some dependencies over there, some required dependencies over there, and I used to import on the Eclipse. And after that importing term end, I used to put some application.properties file. I connect some JSP pages in the web app view. I insert some images there. For that purpose, Maven is essential to us.
So Maven is very much needed, right?
Yes.
You are using which JDK version you are using?
1.8.
So you know any feature of JDK 8?
Actually, the feature of JDK 8 is in interface, that we can provide body to the method in the interface, the static method only, and we can call those method with the class name also. That one feature I know about the JDK. And one more there is, that is the constructor, that there is constructor in the interface.
Constructor in interface or methods in interface having body?
Methods have body in the interface in JDK 8.
Okay, not a problem. So you can see Eclipse on your system, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I want to ask you some logical questions as well.
Yes.
Okay, so let me make one class over here. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know map and all, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so I'll create one map. Can you create one map here having integer as a key and string as a value, and
yes.
please iterate it with JDK 8.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Use most of the features. So I'm giving you access. Yeah. Can you do now that thing?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, response is slow, sir. So I'm taking time.
Then no problem. So I'm okay even if you put two values, you just iterate it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm okay with it. When did you learn this?
In the core Java, actually.
Okay, great. It's really surprising. You're from B.Civil and doing these great things. Might be your friends will be seeing this and they will be surprised to
Thank
see
you,
all
sir.
these things. Share with your friends. Let them see and let them get motivated with this. Why you wrote map and hash map? Map at the one side and then hash map at the other side.
Yes, because sir, map is an interface and it
Uh-huh.
has child class hash map. I can make that linked hash map also. Actually, this is
Okay,
the
in
way.
future you can make it as a link hash map as well.
Yes, and
Perfect. Got it. I'm seeing in your resume there is a GitHub link also.
Yes.
Can you open that? It's your personal?
No, sir. I
In
can
the sense,
open it.
it's not of company, right?
No, sir.
It's not related to the company where you are working, right?
Yes, but it has some organization in that, a clone organization.
Okay.
I can show
So
that.
you can show that, right?
Yes.
Please open that.
Okay.
So I have to ask some questions from the GitHub. I'm really happy that things are taught and you guys are taking that in good way. Like I can see in your resume a lot of things. I understand your dedication also matters
Yes.
there. So can you share your screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, so this is GitHub. I can see that your screen has. So these many repositories you created?
Yes, sir.
Great. So
Yes.
I don't want to see all because you might have some confidential code over there. But can you open this CRUD operation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is practice. You did practice, might be, right?
Yes, I practiced in the Java and I uploaded this repository on the GitHub.
Good. So
Yes.
you put that into your resume also.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So those who are seeing this video, this is really great to put your GitHub link also into the resume so that the person who is interviewing you in future might be seeing your code and your selection might be done on that basis as well. Okay, great. Can you go back, Tanvir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, I can show my organization that also, that the new concept, that organization. I can show it if your permission.
Your organization
Yes.
this thing? No, actually that's not a good idea to
Yes.
see your organization's code and all, because you are fresher at the organization, but in the organization it is not
Only
good.
for my purpose, actually, not for the confidential organization. I'm using that for the daily assigned task. So how to assign that task, project status, so that much thing. It is not related to organization right now.
Okay, it's not related to organization,
Yes.
right? Yeah, then you can always show. So you are saying that what you are
Yes.
using. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, project.
So you know how to clone a
Yes.
repository, right?
Yes, this is the daily task. I can assign the daily task, or I can assign to myself that daily task. And in the progress, that I can shift this task from here to here.
Perfect.
That is done.
This
in
is agile,
progress.
right?
Yes. The methodology
Good.
of work. And,
Yeah, so I'm really impressed
yes.
with your knowledge and
Yes.
whatever you learned, and mainly learning, teaching. That's one task of trainer, but grasping it, taking it very seriously, that's a
Yes.
part of student. Okay,
Yes.
and that you have done very well.
Yes.
Okay, so in HSC you don't have much percentage,
Yes, sir.
but in 10th you have 83.
83%.
Why that's been dropped?
Actually, sir, in the 10th, my methodology was that some important terms I used to write on a paper, and I used to stick that papers on the my room, on the white that board or white wall of my room, and as well as on the doors of the room actually. And I used to just read that, just walking and reading, walking and reading. So I can able to that comprehending concept, that much things to keep it in mind. So I can able to achieve 83% in the 10th, and actually in the 12th.
So this was about 10th that you
Yes.
got to stick all your concepts on the walls
Wall.
here and there.
Yes,
So
yes.
you got success in
Yes,
SSC, you are saying.
Yes.
Because while moving here and there, you can see the concept, right?
Yes.
So most of the people of our institute also now doing that. They're
Yes.
putting that concept like static final somewhere, so that they will remember always.
Yes,
Okay, and
yes.
what happened in 12th?
Actually, sir, in the 12th standard, my college, I shift my college. That my 11th result was somehow weak, but in the 12th, I improved myself. But that I somehow I can't able to improve that because.
Okay, so in 10th you are at the highest,
Yes.
you are at the peak.
But
Then B you are at the peak.
Yes.
Then
Actually,
in
one thing-
12th you got dropped, but after that BE civil also you are into IT and you got placed really great. Okay, so all education done in Pune only.
Pune.
So you belongs to Pune.
Somehow belong to Pune. 3-4 years.
Okay, where do you stay in Pune?
In the 𝐲𝐭𝐻𝐴, opposite to RMD college.
Okay, it's nearby.
Yes.
I can see your achievements. Certificate as advanced vocabulary candidate via NSDC. What is that?
Actually, National Skill Development Organization is there. I participated in one competition that advanced vocabulary, which candidate has the advanced vocabulary, that Hindi words or Marathi words thrown to us, then we should to try to what is the English meaning of that word, and with that word I prepared sentences over there. So
Great.
I achieved that position over there, that the advanced vocabulary candidate among the, I think it's 20 students over there.
Good. Okay, so I'm done with most of the questions to you, most of the things to you. I want to know the message for the fresher students. What would be your message? Earlier I asked your message for non-IT to IT.
Yes.
But for freshers, how they should be studying? Because I see you are from the English medium.
Yes, sir.
Right from the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Great. But many people, those who doesn't have this background.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think? What would be your guidance to them?
Actually, my guidance is change the strategy that you learn. That because I think we know that our human brain is working on the images only. That we remember only images. It doesn't remember any language or any word written, or we image that word image. Okay, so that in the Java concept, write that core concepts and stick it to the wall. And for the verbal communication, don't waste your time actually. So how to become productive at the verbal communication, that if you come from your home to our academy, that the time between that time you travel via walking, via driving, or via riding a bike. So don't waste that time. Try to speak your introduction on the bike also, except signal, because loudness
Yes, I
is
understand.
there. That time actually, yes, from the home to the our organization or our town, that I also use that concept since 6 months. Actually, from traveling from the RMD college to the Karvanagar flyover Kiran Academy, I used to introduce myself on the bike also. That
Perfect. So you mean to say, don't lose your time, don't waste your time while walking, while talking, while thinking, while seeing anything. Just think about your introduction, or questions might be asked in the interview, or Java concepts, right? That will make you strong.
Yes.
Any other advice? This is what the time saving.
Time saving.
And I hope most of our audiences, most of your students will be doing this.
Yes.
They should do if they are not doing. I'm also keep telling this thing. Our trainers also keep telling this. But now you being a student and successful student of mine, you are telling this thing.
Yes.
So I expect people will be doing this. Okay.
Yes.
And next, what suggestion you will be giving?
Actually, suggestion is that try to get responsibility of one thing now and try to behave as a young professional now. You are not a student. If you consider you as a student, you are limiting yourself. You are not a young professional. You can't achieve that young professionalism.
Perfect.
Yes.
So you mean to say, don't be a student now.
No, yes.
College days gone.
College
Now
days
understand
gone.
the responsibility.
Yes.
You are not no more student, just going and coming back to the home. You are a professional now.
Yes.
You are a responsible person.
Yes.
If any mistake is done, means something bad gonna happen. So think in that way. Make yourself prepared, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Great. Anything else? Anything else you have? Anything else you want to say?
Actually, for young professionalism has some skills, and try to acquire those skills currently in your daily routine also. And there are some habits to change, that try to acquire the habits of the young professionals, that our academy also mentioning, that copying that successful people's. Yes.
Correct.
So, yes. And yes, these are the two things. And
so what he said summarizingly, like, change your habits.
Yes, change
your habits. You know, you like to means whole night you want to be stay alive. Don't do. Sleep. Change the habit. You are getting up late in the morning. Change the habit. Get up early. Simple. Tweak your habits. Things will change dramatically. Yeah, so thank you, Tanvir. I want to know, like, did you ever visit our YouTube channel ever before?
Yes, sir. I'm continuously visiting our YouTube channel. And
okay.
I'm liking the videos that you are expressing your thoughts. That thoughts are actually I'm that emotions from your that directly coming to us. And for that reason, I manifest that I want to meet a Kiran sir. I want to meet a Kiran sir. Whatever may be the interview, what will be happen, that if I doesn't do that logical things, I want to meet a Kiran sir, and I manifest that because of your emotions, because your coordination between video and the candidate.
Okay.
This is the particular.
So you have visited or you saw most
Yes.
of our videos,
Yes.
right?
Yes, because I'm a part of the Kiran Academy.
Right.
I'm proud of the Kiran Academy.
Okay.
So yes, I feel that I'm the.
So do you think that our past videos, which you might have seen, so that made change in your life?
Yes.
That brought
From
change
that
in your life.
videos, I changed my life. Because of that videos, I changed my life. Completely changed my life.
Great.
Because that touches the emotions to us, that some person, some great person is trying to deliver those videos for us, for me only, because I'm the student, because I'm the currently was a student of the Kiran Academy. For that reason, that I understand the actually I understand the reason behind that video, why this great man is doing this, why this great man is doing this for us, and why should to do this. I understand that.
Yeah.
And from that day I start manifesting.
So
yes,
your dream was to give interview and you gave it, right?
Yes, I want to give
So
interview
we'll be
with the Kiran
publishing
sir.
this very soon, and people will be very happy to see this. Okay.
Yes.
And really thank you for good words. Okay.
Yes.
And I hope many people will come forward to give interviews in such manner.
Yes.
Many successful people are there. You can come back once again. You can request us. We'll really happy to get you on our platform. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was Tanvir. You might have seen a lot of flavors in Tanvir, a lot of flavors in my questions, a lot of flavors in core Java questions, a lot of flavors in advanced Java questions, a lot of flavors in company culture. You and me also learned many things psychologically, like what psychology of people is like. People don't understand text, but people understand images. People waste time in many of the things. How to change those habits? Small habits will make big change. Like that, many more things we understood. And if you like this video, really share with your friends. A lot of things to learn in this video, and we'll be bringing more and more videos like such videos. Share, like, subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.